to another edition of the Neal Deal. Thank you for joining me, guys, and I am the Neal. And yes, I am real. And today, guys, we are going to be talking about people that are triggered by me being a Republican, gay, Donald Trump supporter, and why I changed to a Republican, because I used to be a liberal, Democrat, crazy lunatic, nutcase, but I changed, and I'm going to talk about why I changed, guys. And I thank you for joining me. This is actually episode number 5, and I feel like we've come a long way, and I wore my Donald Trump shirts, guys. It has an American flag. I went to Dream City Church had him as a guest speaker back in July, I want to say, of 2024, right before the election, and I went. And I remember I was so excited. It was a Thursday. I took the day off work. I waited in line for like 2 or 3 hours, and it was like 111 degrees outside. And I came within, I want to say, 100 feet of the door. And they stopped letting people in because it had gotten to capacity, and I was so let down. But I still support Trump. But yeah, that was such a letdown. But I did buy this shirt, and I never get to wear it. So I'm wearing it today for the Neal Deal show, and I am so excited to be here, guys. And like, I love this new podcast journey. We are we are on, not only on Spotify and YouTube, but we're on iHeartRadio. We are on Amazon Podcasts, and we are on Apple Podcasts as well, guys. So we are just so fucking excited about this. So when I was growing up, I was really interested in, like I said, like news. So I always followed news stories, and I really, really liked Ronald Reagan, President Reagan, and I just remember I remember voting in a mock school election. I want to say it was during it was Bush, when he was going against Dukakis, and I voted for Bush. But I remember my parents being Democrats at the time. Yes, my mom is now a Republican as well. But back in the day, I remember saying, yeah, I voted for Bush. And they said, yeah, your dad always gets laid off when there's a Republican in office. And I remember that, and it stuck with me. And I hated Republicans. I hated them. And I had Trump derangement syndrome back in 2016, guys. I was literally out there on the streets campaigning for Hillary Clinton, stealing signs, putting them up in my front yard. I was living in Bucktown at the time, so yeah, I had Hillary Clinton signs out in front of my apartment, and I was just so gung-ho about her being the first woman president and breaking that glass ceiling, guys. And I remember the day of the election, I was still with my coke-sniffing, drunk, fat, ugly cokehead of an ex-boyfriend, and we had a little election party, and we were like, I just went to bed. I don't even think the winner of the election was even announced yet. I was so depressed, guys, like horribly, for quite a while. But anyways, then I just started to see like how things were shifting, you know, as when Trump took office and the economy started getting really good, gas prices started going down, and then all of a sudden that pandemic came out and they just wanted to ruin his economy, and that's pretty much what they did. People got him out of office, people lied on him, people said he was racist, people said he was this, people shot him, and people, by 2018 I was right before I went to New York in June of 2018, and I just remember being um, changing and telling my family that, yeah, you got to have water, guys, when you're doing a podcast because your mouth will get so dry. So yeah, I see why people have water on stage when they're talking because you need it, especially when you are the host of an hit podcast like myself. So, anyways, yeah, I also, guys, like, so I shifted and I told my family, they're like, why? And I was like, well, I mean, I seen Donald Trump growing up. He was on Oprah. They loved him. He was on The View. He was in WWE wrestling. He was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was a guest host on so many shows. You would see Donald Trump all over the place ever since before I was a kid. So all of a sudden, when he was talking about Americans first and this and that, they started to hate him. So I'm like, okay. So yes, guys, I became a Republican around early 2018, and I haven't changed my views. No, I do not agree with everything President Trump does, everything he says. No, I don't. But I do want to know why people get so triggered, like on social media. Like yesterday, a perfect example, guys. I gotta go to my account. The Chicago Bears posted as you know, the last weekend in June is Gay Pride weekend all over. It's not here in Phoenix though because it's so hot. But Gay Pride is the last Sunday, the Gay Pride Parade in Chicago, from where I'm from. So the Chicago Bears posted Happy Pride Chicago. And then as you can see, I commented Gays for Trump. Now there is a guy on Instagram and his name is Cosmic Snicks. So COMICSNICKS. Absolutely fucking not, he said. And then I said, what do you mean? I'm gay, I'm from Chicago, I voted for Trump. And then he says, you need to have the day that you deserve. Like, why are you so evil and wishing a bad life or a bad day for me? My political views are not your worry, Cosmic Snicks. So why are liberal gay people so mad? Other gay people there are other gays that are Republicans and support Trump. Trust me. So you will find them. Go on social media, type gays for Trump. They will start popping up everywhere. They'll come on your algorithm. Trust me. So yeah, I'm so tired of having to explain myself. I was raised Catholic, and Democrats believe in abortion. I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe, and then women get so triggered too. You're a man, you think you... No, bitch, I have a fucking opinion, and no, I don't think women should be running to the motherfucking abortion clinic every time they get knocked the fuck up. In certain circumstances, it's okay, like rape and child sexual abuse. But come on, guys. And then I wanted to also explain to you why I do not... So back when I was first 19, 20, 21 and first started going to Boys Town, guys, it was just the LGBT community, really. Lesbian, gay, LGB. It was the LGB community. The lesbian, gay, bi. Then it became the LGBT. Then it became the LGBTQ. Now it's the LGBTQIA plus this plus that. And it's like, no, I do not want to be in a category with trans people that think they are of the sex they weren't born with, thinking that it is okay to go into a public bathroom or play in women's sports if they were born a man. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I do not put myself in the LGBTQIA plus community because I cannot relate with transsexuals. I cannot relate with how they want to call themselves a woman. I do not believe in pronouns. Pronouns are man-made. Never heard of it before. I remember I started first hearing it, like, there was a they that came around when I was with my ex, and it was a girl, I believe, that wanted to be a boy, and they said, refer to me as they, it. Like, weird is what they were, and we all talked about this person. So I walked into Curaleaf in Midtown, the dispensary here. It's a mile away. It's on Thomas and Central here in Phoenix, Arizona. And I walked in, and there was a transsexual standing at the front counter, hair like this. And I was cordial. I was professional. I was like I would be with any other person I see on the streets. But that person left I still remember this person very well because they stood out to me because they're out here looking different and want to stand out. But there was nothing about him that looked like a man. Nothing about his voice that looked like a man. That sounded like a woman at all. And then I asked to use the bathroom. Oh, we don't have a bathroom. Sorry, darling. They got that voice that's irksome. But I don't really, I think it's a mental health issue. And I am not a mental health doctor, but I do have some mental health issues myself. But I do control them with the medicine that I take. And I'm good, but I'm not going to put myself into the LGBTQIA plus community, guys. I am a proud gay for Trump supporting Republican, and that's my business. Stop acting funny with me. Stop being a hater. Stop. No, I'm not racist. No, I'm not. Stop putting me in a category that you think suits you, or you're so mad and think Trump is trying. Trump's going to take away gay marriage as soon as he gets into office. Project 2025. Why would you support something that he wants to take away from you? Your rights, you're this, you're that. Gay marriage came up for to be repealed or looked at again by the Supreme Court this year, and it was rejected. So none of that happened. None of the lies that they told. Oprah was on stage saying, you'll never be able to vote again if Trump wins the election. None of that happened. Kerry Washington came into my job saying, you'll never be able, we're not going to be free. You're never going to be able to kill your babies. With Glenn Close. Glenn Close was, I thought she was dement, like she was acting like she didn't even know where the fuck she was. I thought I was with Joe Biden's sister, like Glenn Close, girl. You guys are elder abusers with her. She was not in her right state of mind during that election period when she came into that place, Kerry Washington. How dare you with your elder abuse? Such horrible, horrible people you guys are. Democrats, horrible people. But I still don't insult you online until you come for me talking about I'm against gay people. You don't know me, bitch, to say anything to me, so don't worry about my political views. If you're gonna be on there talking stupid and giving false facts, I'm going to reply gays for Trump. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on Neal the Deal. I don't think people should be judged by their political beliefs, or is it possible to disagree and still respect each other? Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments? But thank you for joining me. Thank you. Until next time, guys.